Hi there, Susan for SusanWinter.net. So I have a friend and a colleague that I know has been very irritated over one concept that seems to be kind of permeating all of the self-help and love and dating sphere. And it's the idea that you have to be at a certain level of understanding or a certain self-love in order to manifest a partner. And is that true? No, it's not true. You know, you can be 14 years old and have a crush on somebody in class that has a crush back on you. You can be 20 and fall in love, and you don't know who you are. You can be 70 and you love at a different level. You don't have to be self-actualized to find love. You don't have to be completely at one with yourself to have somebody love you. That's, the confusion around this is that people of my persuasion, people who do the kind of work I do, what we try to say, really, we would prefer that you know yourself. It will be better for you if you know yourself. The love you experience will be more rewarding if you like yourself, if you are healthy and you know boundaries and you know what you want. Your experience of love will be better. But don't for a moment think only self-actualized people on some kind of certain evolutionary scale are the only ones that find and meet love, because that's a horrible measuring stick to put up against yourself. I mean, our awareness is something that increases over time. Once we're awakened to the fact that we have an interior growth that's possible, not just the minutia of life and to do this and to do that, and not being swayed by all of the messages we get in the world, but to actually start to communicate with ourselves and find out who we are. People fall in love that have no idea what's going on inside them. I think when I say to love yourself and when I ask you to know what you want, it's so that you enjoy it. Because I promise you, if you don't know what you want, you'll get what they give you. If you don't have boundaries, you'll be pushed to do what they want you to do. And oftentimes the very learning curve that we have is having those experiences happen to us. But if you hear anybody in your normal day-to-day life and their conversations say that you have to love yourself first, well, you don't. You don't. But it helps if you are unified with yourself, because then you will come in and have a rich and full experience. Then you will trust yourself. Then you will be choosing love because you want to be with somebody. You won't be desperate. You won't be needy. Because the times that we love out of desperation and need, we are their slave. They own us. Every move that they make determines our happiness or lack thereof. And if you've ever been through one of these relationships, you know what I'm talking about. That is not fun. Whether they text you or not is the end of the world. Everything is a crisis depending upon them. See, when we ask you to know yourself, when we ask you to be at one with yourself, it's simply to get you off of that kind of analysis and get you back into the power and sovereignty of who you are. So wherever you are in your journey of self-awareness, you can attract love. It is always wise to keep growing and keep learning who you are and what you want. That will always be a better choice for you, and it will help to bring in the right kind of partners as well. I hope this has helped you, and I hope this has cleared up something that may have been confusing for some of you. Susan Winter for SusanWinter.net. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for writing me. Thanks for all of the great contact that I've had on my consultation page. I love you guys. You are so good. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate your participation in my YouTube channel. All the best.